Welcome to our Active for 2 strength training workout for trimester 2. Hopefully you should be feeling full on energy now that you've reached this trimester, so we're going to get a really strong full body workout. This time using our resistance bands, so have them ready. Remember to take the modifications where needed, and always check the safety information on the aptoclub.co.uk website before you start. Great, let's get going. So let's start warming up, Natalie. We're going to do some nice big shoulder rolls. So adding a little bit of a knee bend. That's it, just loosening up. Working on our mobility. That's it, great work. And let's bring in the elbows. And then forearms. So as you get a little warmer, start to make a little bit of a bigger bend in the knees. And let's reverse. So same thing, other way. That's it. Keep trying to make those arms nice and big. Taking it back to the elbows. And back to the shoulders. Great. So from here, we're going to take a little roll down. So little bend in the knees, tuck the chin into your chest, slowly rolling down. Letting the back release out. Holding it at the bottom there. That's it, just let your head relax down, Natalie. Just give it a shake. And then slowly keeping the knees bent, rolling up vertebra by vertebra. Great work. Awesome. And again, tuck the chin into the chest and rolling down. That's it. So we're just mobilizing the spine here and shake it out a little. And then slowly rolling up. Great work. We're going to take 2 more of those in your own time. Chin to chest, rolling down. Great work. You can, when you're at the bottom, just shake it out. Shake the arms from side to side a little bit. Fantastic. And then rolling slowly up. We're going to do 1 more. And taking it down last time. Perfect. Shake it out. And slowly coming up. Perfect. Let's start to get that heart rate up a little bit. So we're going to take it into a squat, reach, squat, reach, squat, reach. Good work. So speeding it up a little bit. Good work. Really reaching through those fingers. Think about stretching through the arms, taking it down nice and deep with those squats. Excellent work. Keep that going. Try not to put too much pressure through the hands onto the thighs. You want your legs to be doing the work. And as you come up, you're squeezing through the glutes. Perfect. Let's go for 12 more of those. Nice work, keeping your shoulders back, and think about pulling your baby into your spine, so working through the deep core. Good work, Natalie. 6 more. And from there, we're going to take it into a little hamstring curl. Last 2. That's it, and so this time, pulling the heel into the butt. So really squeezing the heel as close to your bum as you can. If you're feeling good in your second trimester, you can add a little hop. If you're not feeling so great, or today you haven't got much energy, just keep it with a walk, that's absolutely fine. Warming up the back of your legs. Shoulders back. You've got your elbows in nice and close to your waist. Brilliant. Keep this going. Starting to feel a little bit warmer?
Yes, definitely.
Good. So for 12 more. And 8. And 6. 2 more. Good work. All right, shake it out a little bit. We're going to grab our resistance bands. we're just gonna add a little bit of resistance. So starting off, take your hands just wider than hip width, shoulder width apart, and we're gonna take them up above our heads. We're gonna have our feet just wider than hip width apart, a little bit of a turnout in your toes. If you're suffering from any pelvic pain or SPD, you wanna make sure that your feet are facing forwards, don't have too much rotation through that hip. From here, we're gonna come down into a squat. So we're gonna push our bum back slightly, keeping the arms up, coming nice and low if you can, pushing through the heels, and breathing out on the way up. So breathing in, and keep that going, Natalie. So the great thing about this exercise is that we're really engaging through the mid and upper back. Can you feel that working? So by having our arms up here, we're starting to work through these muscles, which is really important when you're pregnant. We start to curve with that upper spine. We want to counteract that and keep nice and strong through that upper back. Great work. So really pushing the bum back and down and trying to keep the chest up as much as you can. So what we don't want to be doing is leaning forwards. We want to be really trying to keep that chest up as we come down. Good work. Let's try for 8 more of these. Remember, we're going to breathe in on your way down, and then as we push down through the heel and pull up our pelvic floor, we're going to breathe out. That's it. With your pelvic floor, you almost want to imagine that you're pulling a tissue out of a box. So you're pulling that pelvic floor up. Great work. Shoulders back and down. So again, making sure that those shoulders don't creep up around the ears. We want really nice long necks. How we go? 4 more?
Yep.
Starting to feel it?
Definitely.
Good work. 3. Really engage those glutes as you push down. Remember, weights through the heels. 1 last one. And squeeze up. Give those legs a shake. That's awesome work. Next exercise, still working on the full body. So we've got our lower body working with a lunge. We're gonna have our arms up above our head. We're gonna step forwards with our right leg into a nice deep lunge as we pull our resistance band down. So keeping your elbows bent, Natalie, here. Okay. That's it. And then as we step back up, we take the arms high. So step forward on the left and push up. Keep that going. So we're gonna just alternate between our legs. That's it. So when you pull down, I want you to really think about squeezing these shoulder blades. That's it. And almost bring the elbows right down. There you go. And then push back up. Great work. If you're feeling a little unstable at this point, you might be getting quite big in your second trimester, then feel free to just keep the legs in one position and you can just come into a lower lift. That's absolutely fine as well. You're gonna get the same workout. By adding in the step, we're just gonna add a little bit more work through the core because we've got to work on our balance. It's a bit trickier than we think, isn't it? Great work. So trying not to lean forwards, Natalie, keeping those shoulders up, keeping the tailbone tucked under. Good. Now we're gonna take our band, fold it in half, and we're gonna take it behind our body. So shoulders back and down. This is gonna start to work our triceps a little bit. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a nice deep lunge to the side, toes facing forwards, and we're gonna push our bums back and reach the arms back behind us. And then we step up. So nice open chest. By reaching the arms up behind us, we're gonna get a nice work into the triceps. So let's keep that going. Great work. So as we're standing back up, we're pushing down through that right leg, powering ourselves back up. Starting to get a nice bit of work through that glute. Don't forget to push the triceps back behind you. Great work. Getting a little stretch through the inner thigh as well, which is great here. Let's go for 4 more on this side. Excellent. Remember to keep hugging that baby. And so all of these exercises, guys, you want to be working your deep core. So I want you to think about pulling the baby up and in, keeping it nice and secure there. 1 more on this side, Natalie. And shake it out. We're going to go to the other side. So you might want to just take yourself to the other side of the mat. Same exercise. With this band, you want to keep a bit of pressure on it. So you're already pulling, so you're getting that nice arm workout. So taking it to the left and up. Nice and deep with that lunge and up. Nice and deep and up. Great work. Keep this going. So you want to breathe in on the way down and then breathe out as you push the legs back together. Really remember to push those arms back and away from you as you come down. So we're doing lots of exercises with this band to make sure that we're working the backs of the arms and the back of that body for the reasons I already talked you through. Let's go for 4 more on this side. Great work. And 3. Keep that tummy pulled right up and in. Last one. And relax it out. Shake it out. How are the legs feeling?
We're quite gonna get a workout. It's good.
So let's take those legs wide. We're going to go into a plie now. It's a slight difference between a plie and a squat. With a squat, we're pushing our bum back. With a plie, we want to come straight down so we have a nice flat back. So we're going to take our legs nice and wide. Again, turn our toes out so it's about 2 o'clock and 10 o'clock. If you've got SPD or any pelvic pain, again, just bring them in a little bit. That's absolutely fine. We're going to take our band, again, shoulder width apart in front of us. And what we're going to do from here is come into a plie as we pull the arms out. So really working again through those shoulders, keeping the shoulders down away from the ears. Trying not to collapse forwards. So with our plie, we don't want to be coming forwards like so. We want to be making sure that the butt's coming straight down. Imagine you're a ballerina, so you've almost got like a pole up your back. That's it. So tucking that tailbone just underneath slightly and thinking about pushing these knees out so your knees are coming out over your toes. Great work. Let's come for 4 more of those. Keep the abs pulled in nice and tight. That's it, and chest really nice and high.
It's easy to forget about the abs, isn't it?
It's very easy, that's why you've got me here telling you. 2 more. And the next one we're gonna hold it down and we're gonna just do some little pulses. Pulsing is a really great way to just add a little bit of intensity into your workout. Starting to feel that?
Yeah.
So what you wanna make sure that you do is you don't lose your form. So if it's really hurting, you're starting to shake too much, come up, give it a little shake out, come back down. Let's stay for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, shoulders down, 2, and 1. Come up, just give it a little shake, and we're gonna come down into that exercise one more time. This time we're gonna lift up our right heel, and we're gonna pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, remember that belly, pulling in the core, shoulders back. And change legs for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, tailbone tucked under, 2, 1, and shake it out. How are you feeling?
Yeah, good.
Awesome. So we're going to pop these down on the floor. We don't need those anymore. We're going to come into an all fours kneeling position. So now if you come down onto the floor, what we want to make sure here is that we have our knees directly underneath our hips and then that we've got our wrists directly underneath our shoulders. So again, tucking that tailbone under slightly and pulling up, pulling your baby up and in.
Yep.
Shoulders nice and relaxed, that's it. And a nice long neck here. So from here, we're going to work Superman. So nice and simple to start with. We're going to take our right arm forwards. So the tip of your fingers are just touching the mat. So let's start by bringing them down, that's it. And as we do that, we're going to take our left leg back, keeping it just touching the floor to start with. So key thing here, guys, is that what you want to do is make sure that your hips and your pelvis stay completely still. We don't want anything rocking from side to side. So that's working your transverse abdominals to keep that nice and still. So bring them both in, Natalie, and then we're going to switch legs. Great work. So this might feel enough for you. If it does, then just stick with this exercise. Otherwise, what we're going to do with your next round is we're going to lift the legs up. So bring those 2 in. This time we're going to take them out and we're just going to lift them up, that's it. So what you need to make sure here is that you keep those hips nice and stable. Hold it for a few seconds and then bringing them back in. And again, reaching out the other side. So Natalie's really great at this, but some people will start to feel that there's an arch in their back. So that's why I have to pull up through that baby. That's it, that's absolutely perfect. And bringing it back in. So we're going to continue with these. We're going to do 4 more on each side. So again, just remember each time that you want to make sure those hips are nice and stable. And pulling it in. And the other side. So throwing through this, nice and fluid. Always just checking that those hips are level and take it back in. 2 more on each side, guys. That's it. Remember, if this is feeling too much, you don't have to lift those legs and the arm up, or you can just lift one up and keep the other one on the floor. That's absolutely fine. Great work. Abs pulled in. And we've got 1 more on each side. Can you feel your abdominals working?
Yeah, absolutely.
Great work. Keeping those hips nice and level. And bringing that leg in. And last leg. So remember, you really want to reach out through that leg, making it as long as possible. Means you're going to get a nice little bit of glute work as well. And bring it back in. Take your knees nice and wide. And then you're just going to sit back into a nice child's pose, reaching those fingers forwards. That's it, having a nice little stretch out here. All right, let's come back up into that same position. We're going to work what we call a modified plank. So this is really great, 2nd and 3rd trimester, even in the 1st trimester if you haven't been doing that much planking beforehand. So from this same starting position, what we're going to do is we're going to tuck our toes underneath. That's it, and all we're doing is we're going to lift up the knees literally an inch from the floor.
Okay.
And we're going to hold it for 10 seconds as we keep our breathing going. So key thing here is that you're working your deep core, you're pulling up that baby into your spine and release it down. Have a few seconds break. Feel that?
Yeah.
Perfect. And let's go again. Holding it here. For 8, 7, 6, 5, up through here, for 4, 3, 2, and release it down. That's it, give everything a shake. You need to swell your wrist a little bit if they're feeling a little bit tight. And we're going to go for 2 more rounds of that. So, deep breath in, as we breathe out, lifting those knees up just an inch. So it's not a big movement, guys. Smaller is better here. And breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. It's quite common in this exercise to just stop breathing. We don't want to be doing that. And release it down. We've got 1 more of those. Are you ready, Natalie?
Mm-hmm.
Great work. So, breathing in, and as you breathe out, pull those knees up, squeeze that baby up and into your spine. And let it come down. Great work. Knees wide, take that child's pose again. Really nice stretch out. Awesome work. So, next up, we're actually going to stay in this same position. So we're going to come back into all 4s. We're going to make sure again that our hands are stacked underneath our shoulders and that our knees are under our hips. What we're going to do is we're going to work our glutes. So really important to work our glutes in pregnancy, because the way that the pelvis is shifting means that they're naturally not going to work as hard as they normally would. By working them, it helps to support our pelvis and reduce any pain. So from here, again, making sure that we're pulling up and in through that baby. We're going to take our right heel, we're going to keep the knee bent. So bending that knee, that's it. And then we're going to flex this foot. Perfect. So we're going to push the heel up to the sky, and then we're going to let the knee come back to almost touch the knee, pulling it in, and then pushing it back up. That's it, great work. So we're going to continue with this motion, pushing down through the hands. That's it, and squeezing through that belly. So what you want to make sure is that we're not getting an arch in the back, and we're working this glute here. So really think about the glute, and it's more likely to sort of really work. Does that make sense? Yeah. Great work. Keep pushing down through those hands. We're going to push down into that mat. create some friction. We've got 5 more.
Yep.
Good job you're counting. For 4. That's it. Starting to feel it in the butt a little bit.
Yeah,
good work. 2 more. You should be feeling it, guys. If you're not, we're doing something a little wrong. And take it down. That's it. Give your hips a little shake out. Good work. And we're going to take the other leg. So exactly the same exercise. Keeping those hips nice and still. And bring that knee in. So pushing the heel directly up to the sky. That's it. And then pulling it in. Again, remember, you want to think about this butt cheek that's working, and it's going to make it work even harder. Really great form here. Pulling up and in through that baby. That's it. Making sure that that back doesn't start to arch. Good work. Let's go for 10 more on this side, Natalie. That's it. Keeping that 90-degree angle in the knee. That's it. And just making sure that the hips don't rock to the side. Excellent work. If you haven't got me here adjusting you, then just take every few seconds, just take a little thought and just think about those hips. And think about that they're nice and level. Good work. 4 more. That's it. Couple more. And relax it out. Good work. Again, take your knees nice and wide. Have a little sit back, have a stretch. So, last one, same position, same starting position, on all 4s. Okay, so from here, we're going to take that leg back up. So the same position, so bending the knee, that's it, from here. Remember, pushing down through the hands, relaxing through the shoulders, pulling up through the core. From here, we're going to keep our knee completely still, and we're going to reach that leg out as long as we can. Imagine that your heel's trying to push the wall behind you, and then we're going to curl that heel right back into your butt, and then reach it out. So we're working our hamstrings here. That's it, so keeping our hips nice and level, and squeezing that heel into our glute. Let's go for 10 more on this side. That's really fantastic. Making sure that we keep our leg nice and long. We don't want to have any tension through our shoulders. Good work. That's it. This is really awesome. So we're keeping our legs super still, and it's just the bottom half of our leg that's curling in. Last couple. Can you start to feel it?
Yes, definitely.
Good work. Fab. And relaxing that leg down. Give it a little shake out, and we're going to go for our second leg of this exercise. So taking that leg out, bending it up, and then stretching it nice and long, keeping those hips, remember, super level. So just dropping this left hip down a little bit. Great work, and reaching out. You'll probably find that one leg is a little bit stronger than the other, so don't worry, that's completely normal. We're all a little bit wonky, but just be aware of it and really think about working that side maybe a little bit harder, or again, keeping sure that those hips stay nice and in line. Great work. So these exercises are really fantastic, working the posterior chain, so those muscles that work down the back of our body. Really important as our bumps are growing a little bigger and pulling us forwards with our posture. Fantastic. Let's go for 5 more of those, Natalie. That's it, keeping that leg super still. That's it, and then when we reach the leg out, we're really reaching it away. Perfect. 2 more. Keep breathing. And last one. And release it down. Good work. Take it into that nice child's pose, final time. And then we're just going to do a couple of stretches. Stretch out those legs that have been working really hard. Good work. How are you feeling?
Yeah, good.
Do you want to come down onto your bum? And we're going to stretch out our glutes to start with. So, taking one leg out in front of you, we're just going to take the other one across our body. So we're flexing our foot. So this might be enough for you guys. If you want to just stay here, that's absolutely fine. We want to be getting into this side of your body. If you're feeling okay and you want to go a bit deeper, remembering that we don't ever want to get too deep into our stretches during pregnancy because of the relaxin in our body, we're just going to bend that front leg up, and that's just going to give you a bit of a deeper stretch. So you can push down through your hands to push your body up, and that's going to get the stretch a little deeper. So with this knee, you want to think almost about it pushing away from you. Can you feel that?
Yeah. Absolutely.
We've done a lot of glute work today, so you should be feeling that nice stretch. Good work. Making sure that this foot is flexed so that you're getting that right stretch. And let's release that down. I'm going to take the other leg. So again, crossing it over, keeping this foot flexed. Think about pushing that knee down towards the floor, and then if you want a bit of a deeper stretch, you can pull that front leg in, push down through the hands to push your body up towards your leg. Remember to breathe through our stretches. So nice deep breaths. In through our nose, out through our mouth. Couple more on this side. These are great stretches to do every day, guys, if you can fit them in before bed. And release it down. So from here, we're just going to come onto your knees, if you can swivel them around. We're going to stretch into our hip flexors. So we're going to take one leg forwards. You're all right? Yeah, so you might want to keep that back knee on the mat, and then you're going to tuck your tailbone underneath, and we're going to drop forwards. That's it. So what we're not doing here is leaning forwards. We're keeping the tailbone tucked, and then we're dropping the hip down towards the floor. So you want to be feeling it through here. Can you feel it through here?
Yeah.
Yeah? If not, you're just going to drop this hip down a little bit deeper. Yes?
Right.
Feel good?
Yeah.
Good work. So you can pop your hand onto your front knee if you need a bit of extra support, but what we're trying not to do is lean forwards. A few nice deep breaths. Every time you breathe out, you almost think about sinking down a little bit deeper into that stretch. And then taking it back. Let's do the other side. So, knee just directly above our ankle to start with. Breathe in, tuck the tailbone underneath, and then as you breathe out, dropping that hip forwards. So again, you want to have your shoulders back, tucking the tailbone underneath, and then as you breathe out, it's almost like those hips are just dropping down towards the floor. Great work. Nice deep breath. And then coming back to any position that's comfortable. You can be cross-legged, kneeling. We're just going to take our hands behind our back. We're going to clasp our fingers together, and we're going to stretch back and open. So we're opening up through the chest muscle here. So keeping those arms nice and close to your body, that's it, Natalie. And think about your palms touching. It's going to get an even deeper stretch. Keeping that baby pulled up and in. We often forget to work our core when we're doing these, so we start arching the back, which we don't want to do. Good work. And then we're just going to take one arm across the body, keeping the shoulders down away from our ears. Getting a nice stretch through those shoulders. That's it. Keep that breathing going. Same arm, taking it up towards the sky, and then bending it, getting a nice little bit of a tricep workout. Again, keep that core engaged. Try not to let the back up. And let's repeat it with the other arm. So taking that arm across the body, shoulders down. Breathing through it. All your hard work's done. And then taking it up, keeping the core engaged, making sure that we don't start to arch the back. And you can just use that top hand just to push down a little bit, increase the stretch. And give it all a little bit of a shake. And we're done. Great work, guys. Thanks for doing the Active for 2 Trimester 2 strength training workout. Hopefully you don't ache too much tomorrow. If you do, remember to keep moving and treat yourself to a nice warm bath. I recommend that you try to repeat this workout at least 2 times a week. If you're starting to find this quite tough towards the end of your second trimester, you can jump to the third trimester video, which will be a little lower intensity. You can find out more information about strength training during pregnancy at aptoclub.co.uk.